Hello, I'm Lola and welcome back to this next part of the Mass Effect series. So we ended on a bit of a cliffhanger as we are just about to confront Matriarch Benezia and talk to her. Bit nervous for how this is going to go. Could theoretically just leave now, just never come back, just abandon the whole mission. Go back to Earth. But no, we're gonna go forward and talk to the Matriarch. Good luck, Liara, because this is your mother. Are you actually in the pipe? I think you're... Sorry, I think she's stuck in the pipe. Yeah, she's halfway in between the pipe. Anyway, enough distractions. Let's just go talk to her. And I've already saved at this point, so fingers crossed we should be fine. Oh God, right.
You do not know the privilege of being a mother. There is power in creation. To shape a life, turn it toward happiness or despair. Her children were to be ours, raised to hunt and slay Saren's enemies.
This is not good.
I won't be moved by sympathy, no matter who you bring into this confrontation.
So this is why it was good to bring Liara. You mean Liara? That's not why Liara's here. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. Piss off.
I have no idea what you're talking about, and I don't care.
Indeed. What have you told him about me, Liara?
What could I say, Mother? That you're insane? Evil? Should I explain how to kill you?
Even the music's
evil.
evil.
I say?
Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have.
I guess you won't negotiate. What about Liara? You can't take me? I guess you won't negotiate?
There's obviously no peaceful way to settle this.
Indeed.
Are we gonna have to fight? Oh God, he's frozen me. She's frozen me, sorry. Oh, okay. Well, fucking hell. Shitting Christ. Sorry, language. Bit stressed. Shift time, Caden, barrier. Sorry, Liara, we're fighting your mum and her cronies. Stasis? Sure. Shield boost, yeah, I'm gonna need all the shield. I'm in an open line of fire. Oh fuck, they've got all these things. Can't actually see where said people have gone.
Shields disabled.
Okay, Liara's getting pommeled. Not really much help right now. I'm gonna heal. Oh, Liara's down.
I feel better now.
Liara's back up. Can I boost her health? Can't boost that right now. Okay, not Benezia. We need to shoot the command. I've not shot anybody. I can't find anybody. This is terrible. There we go. Summoning more. So summoning different rounds of people. This is fab. Absolutely wonderful. Oh, fuck's sake, Liara. You're down again. Caden, use throw. To be honest, this isn't the best fight I've ever done in my life. Seems to be the common theme with this, oh, Caden, get up, get up.
Now it gets fun.
Wasn't fun before. My aim's atrocious. Not too bad. I'm going to heal again. Forget, I've got so many medi gels. I'm going to use them. I'm going to take the chance to use them. Can I restore Liara now?
I feel better now.
Yes, shields increased. Not very good sniper, are you? Just a punch. Oh, for round 3. There's things always come in threes, so hopefully there won't be another round after this.
I've lost shields.
Can anyone restore Liara? No, but you can do that.
Shield's disabled.
More shield.
Powering up.
I'm stuck. Benezia's power level. Oh, okay. I didn't even see that before. Whoops. She's getting low then.
This is not over. Saren is unstoppable.
Told you it always
My
comes in
mind
threes.
is filled with his light. Everything is clear.
What is Saren planning? The rachni seem to disagree. Your troops are sloppy. Your troops are sloppy. They're a bit shit there. I was bad, but they were worse.
I expected better from Asari commandos.
I'm
I
just
will
riling
not
her up.
betray him. You will. You must listen. Saren still whispers in my mind. I can fight his compulsions briefly.
Is she
but
telling the truth?
indoctrination is strong.
Why should I believe you? This might just be an excuse for me not to kill her right now. She's using it as a type of leverage. Why should I believe you?
Why are you able to break free of his control now?
I sealed a part of my mind away from the indoctrination, saving it for a moment when I could help destroy him. It will not last long.
He's controlling you?
How can he compel you? He's not even here.
People are not themselves around Saren. You come to idolize him, worship him. You would do anything for him. The key is Sovereign, his flagship. It is a dreadnought of incredible size, and its power is extraordinary.
How so? Where did he get it? Yeah, it did attack Eden Prime. I saw it fly away, didn't I?
The ship that attacked Eden Prime? I didn't think anything that size could land on a planet.
It has a very powerful Mass Effect drive, but that is not Sovereign's true power. The longer you stay aboard, the more Saren's will seems correct. You sit at his feet and smile as his words pour into you. It is subtle at first. I thought I was strong enough to resist. Instead,
I don't know if I
became a
believe
willing
her.
tool, eager to serve. He sent me here to find the location of the Mu relay. Its position
She's telling
was
me a
lost
lot, though.
thousands of years ago.
How do you lose a relay?
How does something that big go missing?
4,000 years ago, a star nearby went supernova. The shockwave propelled the relay out of its system, but did not damage it. Its precise vector and speed are impossible to determine. As millennia passed, the nebula created by the nova enveloped the relay. It is difficult to find any cold object in interstellar space, particularly something swathed in hot dust and radiation.
You're here for that? You have it? Give it to me. Give it to me.
Tell me where the Mu Gate is before I lose my temper.
Of course, Commander. I transcribed the data to an OSD. Take it, please.
Okay, I'm more
Knowing
inclined
the
to
relay's
believe her.
coordinates is not enough. Do you know where he planned to go from there?
Saren wouldn't tell me his destination. But you must find out quickly. I transmitted the coordinates to him before you arrived. You have to stop me. I can't. His teeth are at my ear. Fingers on my spine. You should...
Gonna have to kill her?
You should...
Mother! Don't leave! Fight him!
You've always made me proud,
This is
Liara.
kind of sad if it's true. I think it's true.
Die!
Oh, we're actually killing Benezia. You're not very hard.
I cannot go on. You will have to to stop him, Shepard.
Stay with us. You all there? Treacherous words. Treacherous words? You all there? Stay with us. Are you all there?
Free of the indoctrination again?
I still hear it like metal on metal, squealing and reverberating.
Mother!
Good night, little wing. I will see you again with the dawn. No light. They always said there would be a...
Oh dear. Well, that was a twist. Oh, okay. I didn't mean to walk that far and get a cutscene. But what is this thing? I'm kind of sad she's dead. I'd love a good villain. In quotes, villain, because clearly she was under his control. Now I believe her. Now she's dead. Oh, gods. Turn around, Shepard. Turn around, mate. Are these things feeding off Asari or something?
This one serves as our voice.
Oh, okay. Rachni
We
Queen.
cannot sing. Not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
Identify yourself.
Who am I speaking to here?
We are the mother. We sing for those left behind. The children you thought silenced. We are rachni.
Okay. These were extinct, weren't they? Or supposedly. Are you controlling the Asari? You're some kind of leader? You want to talk? Be quick. Be quick.
I didn't come here to talk to bugs.
The children we birthed were stolen from us before they could learn
Shepard,
to
you're
sing.
right there. It's turning around.
They are lost to silence. And their suffering, they cannot be saved. They will only cause harm as they are.
What's wrong with them?
I don't understand. Why are your children killing people?
These needlemen, they stole our eggs from us. They sought to turn our children into beasts of war, claws with no songs of their own. Our elders are comfortable with silence. Children know only fear if no one sings to them. Fear has shattered their minds.
Makes sense. A baby left alone in a closet until he's 16 won't be sane.
If you're certain I'll do as you ask, I'll kill it. I'll kill them cheerfully. I'll kill them cheerfully. For you.
I'm more than willing to wipe them out.
Such discordance bodes ill for what we must compose here. Before you deal with our children, we stand before you. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
Commander, those tanks on her enclosure, they're acid. Strong enough to dissolve any living creature. They must have installed them for a reason.
They made a mistake. They let the Krogan go too far. This is a chance for us to atone. She has done nothing to us.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
Ooh, your plans?
If I let you live, would you attack other races again?
No, I do not know what happened in the war. We only heard discordance, songs the color of oily shadows. We would seek a hidden place to teach our children harmony. If they understand, perhaps we would return.
And your survival?
Are you a survivor from the war? A clone?
We do not know. We were only an egg, hearing Mother cry in our dreams. A tone from space hushed one voice after another. It forced the singers to resonate with its own sour yellow note. Then we awoke in this place, the last echo of those who came out from the singing planet. The sky is silent.
I won't kill you, I'll free you. You die here by my hand. Now, as me, I would be inclined to free them. Playing as my shepherd, he would want to free them if they could prove trustworthy, but the thing is, he can't take any chances. He just wants it basically at peace and order. Order's the main thing. As I'm playing as him, and I'm playing as a renegade as well. I don't think he'd free them. Would he I won't kill you, or you die here by my hand? If I want renegade points as well, I'm thinking from this perspective too. The die would definitely boost that. But then Caden and Liara would probably not agree with me because they were more inclined to free them. I think I'm going to press you die here by my hand, and this isn't my opinion, it's just what I believe my character would do. He can't take any chances. Or do I... I can't... I don't know! No, I don't think... I'm going back. No, actually, he's going to free them. But if they come back and cause basically more trouble, then they die. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Sorry, I'm taking a while on this decision. I feel like it'd be out of character if you freed them. You die.
Make your peace with the galaxy. The rachni are a dead race.
No, stop, feeling, and think. Even if you disagree with Asari
I don't.
morals,
No, I've made a
could be an
mistake.
ally.
Is our kind so frightening? You would seek our silence if you cannot muffle our songs? If you cannot have us as your obedient claws?
Okay. I'm glad I pressed that because... Yeah, I pressed that. Right, I'm not going to say shut up and die. I think they have persuaded me not to do it. I'm not a psychopath. I don't want to silence a whole race of rachni. That's not it. I just want to silence them if, basically, they are a threat to what we're trying to stop. But they are not, so... I guess I'll lose renegade points for this, but I can't do this. Yeah.
No, I can't do this. I'll let you go free.
You will give us the chance to compose anew? We will remember. We will sing.
I am worried about my
to
point
our
system is
children.
messed up now. I'm very hesitant to do this, but yeah, see Paragon 24. I'm now a 50-50. I don't... Shouldn't have done that, I don't think. Right, most of my choices now, moving on, have to be renegade. Yeah, I wonder if I messed up there. Oh, sorry, Benezia. Yeah, I kind of wish I'd have... It sounds horrible, but just for my character, killing them might have been the better option. But then it might come back to bite me in the future. Both ways. I don't know. I've done it now, haven't I? I can't go back. So... yeah, just my other options are going to have to definitely be renegade options. Matriarch Benezia is dead. She gave you the location of the Mu relay, but did not know where Seren planned to go after activating it. You've dealt with the Matriarch, but there's still the issue of the rachni down in the hot labs. Okay. Anything to say, Liara? I presume she'll talk to me about all this back on the Normandy. Codex.
Faster. Sovereign is the flagship of the rogue Spectres Saren. An enormous dreadnought larger than any other ship in any known fleet, it is crewed with both Geth and Krogan. At 2 kilometers long, its spinal-mounted main gun is likely capable of penetrating another dreadnought's kinetic barriers with a single shot. How Saren acquired this incredible warship is unknown. The prevailing opinion is that Sovereign is a Geth construct, while others believe it is a Prothean relic. Its design, however, hints at a more alien and mysterious origin. The attack on Eden Prime demonstrated Sovereign's ability to generate mass effect fields.
Should probably do this hot labs because this sounds annoying me in the background.
This implies it has a massive Element Zero core and the ability to generate staggering amounts of power.
Okay. Fair enough. Right, points. I can't do any more Intimidate because I'm not Renegade enough because I chose a Paragon option. I'm not putting any in Charm. Don't need any in Charm. I'm going to put last one in here. And then what shall I go on with myself? Pistols, perhaps? Yeah, I'll go with pistols. And I'll put one in shotguns as well. I'm concentrating on my gun technique now. Oh. Spent the points, that's fine. 2 points for you, Caden. I will end your barrier. And then 1 in decryption. And Liara. Warp seems to be your thing. I'll take that and I'll do the equipment later after I've finished this hot labs things. Secure lab. Don't actually know where I need to go. To hot labs. Elevator to hot labs. Down there then. Yeah, I should have really picked the Renegade option there. Oh well, when I'm on Feros, I will pick the Renegade option to whatever the end of that mission is. What is that mission? Geth attack. Yeah. Cool, okay. Hot labs this way. done it again. I've got my gun out again. Yaroslav Tartovsky? Hello?
Are you here to secure the situation?
If you mean exterminate.
If by secure you mean shoot every monster I see, sure.
I am certain you are having strong feelings. But what has happened here, it is our fault. You understand?
Talk fast then.
I understand that we'll be dead soon. Talk fast.
Binary Helix found an egg. It was on a derelict ship, thousands of years drifting. This was Rachni's ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
The egg was ancient. They hatched it. I would have smashed it. I would have smashed it.
They should have destroyed it. Why hatch it?
Binary Helix planned to clone Rachni, mass produce them, create an army. But when they get here, they find this egg is not a common Rachni. It is a queen. After she lays eggs, they move her to Rift Station. They are thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
What about a male?
Hold on. Don't you need a male to get eggs?
Queens are born carrying the genetic code of their fathers. Eggs are carried away from the colony to hatch alone. Queens can lay eggs in hours and have a colony in days. This is how they spread so quickly.
The Rachni aren't obedient. We're running out of time. Your experiment failed. Your experiment failed.
Separating them from their mother didn't work.
This was exactly the wrong thing to do. I am thinking that without a queen, Rachni do not develop properly. Her mind is shaping theirs. These Rachni are uncontrollable.
So what? We're running out of time. We can save them. No, I've sent the Rachni off to the other option I've just done, but this particular option is affecting us personally, so therefore I will take this route.
Are you telling me I shouldn't kill these things?
Actually, I was to tell you the opposite. These Rachni are beyond saving. It is a sad thing, but they must be euthanized. I am thinking that the neutron purge must be set off.
Neutron purge?
I'm not familiar with the purge system.
It creates bursts of neutron radiation, kills everything within the station. Things beyond get genetic damage of varying degree.
To hell with this.
I don't have time for this. If the Matriarch isn't here,
well,
we're
the
leaving.
Matriarch's dead.
I do not want so much to be here myself, but the Mira sister...
I'm guessing I was meant to do this maybe before.
Leave. Is fail-safe, you understand? You leave without arranging to eliminate Rachni, maybe they spread.
Okay then. We'll do the hot labs. What are we doing?
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
Do neutron purge?
I need information on the neutron
I think I said
purge.
neuron
The
accidentally.
neutron purge is a fail-safe system installed within the isolation tube area. In the event of irretrievable containment loss, it is used to resolve the situation.
Resolve sounds fine. Initiate it.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Where can I get it? Mumble something? Where can I get
Who
it?
would have the code?
Director of Operations Yaroslav Tartakovsky, or any executive officer of Binary Helix.
Have I asked these? I think I have. Maybe not.
Are there any survivors in here?
Oh no, I haven't.
Lady Benezia, an executive secretary of Binary Helix,
Well, she's dead
is
now.
on the operations deck. There are no other living crew members within the lab structure.
We're moving on.
Logging you out, Commander.
Okay then, I guess you need a key card to arm the neuron system. Only the administrators have one. Did I say neuron again? Neutron. Apologies, I keep saying neuron, don't know why. You have one, don't you?
I am feeling not so well.
What does the purge do?
I'm not familiar with the purge system.
It creates bursts of neutron radiation, kills everything within the station. Things beyond get genetic damage of varying degree.
Just tell me how.
How do we set off the purge?
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Mira destruct.
Well... God.
Enemy contact!
Dead.
Area secured.
At least he has the codes. So now I can go. Oops.
Online. How can I help you?
Initiate the neutron purge.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
I have the code.
Code input 875-020-079. Code Omega. Local execution.
Verified. Code Omega execution in 120 seconds.
Yes, this is it.
Kill them all!
Good to go.
Jesus. Okay, I'm... Oh. Well, I'm dead. I wasn't doing that right. Oh, it's timed. Let's heal. Let's warp here.
Here it comes.
Grenade. Another kit. Jesus, there's a lot of them. Keep an eye on my health. Where's the other one? I don't know where the other soldier is. Is it here? Is it? I'll keep using my Medigel, but I'm a bit confused. Have I done this, or because my time's running out? So clearly not. Oh, okay. Well, I think I might have done this wrong. I'm not sure. I think I might be running out of time. Oh no. Done it. Maybe not? Yeah. Complete. Cool. Oh, okay. I was just literally meant to leave. I thought there was more coming. I had to shoot them and then leave, so I was a bit confused. Okay, that's fine. Anything else to do here? You've defeated the Matriarch and eliminated the rachni in the hot labs. Depart the Rift Station via the passenger tram that you arrived in. Cool. I'm just checking if there's the captain to talk to. Is he in here? I can't remember. No, I'm back in the Matriarch Benezia place. Oh well, I'll leave. Yeah, I do regret doing that, to be honest, the ending to what I did. With the rachni. I kind of wish I'd have killed them now. It's the wrong thing to do, like, morally, but I feel like it was more in character for me to do that. And I'm practically 50-50 Paragon and Renegade, which is not what I wanted. But hopefully, I presume there'll be more opportunities to make it less even.
What's our next move, Commander? Head for the Mu relay?
There's no point? Not so fast? No. Just no.
The Mu relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The commander is right. We cannot rush off blind. We still need to learn more about Saren.
Who put you in charge? Did the commander resign when I wasn't looking?
I'm still in charge here, so calm down, Ashley.
I won't be a puppet for the Asari. I give the orders around here. Understood?
Forgive me, Commander. I was only trying to help.
Oh. I didn't mean that to Liara. I meant that to Ashley. Like, I'm still in charge. Well, that was awkward. I didn't mean that to Liara. I missed the context of that reply. But yeah, good point. Don't let it happen again. I am in charge.
We're done here. Crew, dismissed.
Novaria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch it through to the Council?
No, fuck the Council.
Don't bother.
Aye, aye, sir.
Oh dear. I'll give something through to the Council. Maybe the Feros one, the Council can gain some knowledge from it. Cool. Right, we're back on Normandy, so companion talking time? I think it's companion talking time. Let's go down first. We always start with Liara and Caden because they're on the top level, but... Rex, how are you doing?
What do you want, Shepard?
Inquiry?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Elaborate?
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why leave?
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
Really?
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What about you?
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding.
Yeah, because you are going extinct, aren't you, the Krogans?
And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes. A meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
And you went?
It sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Your father?
Jared was your father?
He was. Until that day.
Interesting backstory.
We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
Family?
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss them?
You're trying to make me cry, Shepard. I've got some unfinished business with my family, but that's all.
Go on.
What kind of business?
Before I left, I made an oath to my father's father. I swore to recover my family's battle armor. It was taken from him after the uprising.
Armor?
What's so important about this armor?
It's a relic.
I'm guessing this is a companion quest.
But it was worn by 5 generations of my family before the war. It's rightfully mine. Originally, it was taken by the Turian military. We weren't allowed armor or weapons after the war. Now, it's in the hands of Ton Actus, a Turian scum who collects relics from the war. He's made millions selling Krogan artifacts that were stolen from my people. He's got several bases where he stores his goods, all fortified and guarded. I just don't know which base has my family's armor.
I'll look for it for you.
Just tell me where to start looking.
I'll upload the data to your nav system. But Commander, I want to be there when you find him.
That's good.
So long, Rex.
I will take you along happily. Family armor. Find the Turian who stole Rex's family armor. He's hiding at a base somewhere in the Argus Row cluster. Sounds like a plan? The harsh Krogan homeworld conditioned the Krogan psychology for toughness just as it did the body. Krogan have always had a tendency to be selfish, unsympathetic and blunt. They respect strength and self-reliance and are neither surprised nor offended by treachery. The weak and selfless do not live long. In their culture, looking out for number one is simply a matter of course. After their defeat in the rebellions, the very concept of Krogan leadership was discredited. Where a warlord could once command enough power to bring entire solar systems to heel and become overlord, these days it is rare for a single leader to have more than 1,000 warriors swear allegiance to him. Most Krogan trust and serve no one but themselves. This solitary attitude stems in part from a deep sense of fatalism and futility, a profound social effect of the genophage that caused Krogan numbers to dwindle to a relative handful. Not only are they angry that the entire galaxy seems out to get them, the Krogan are also generally pessimistic about their race's chances of survival. The surviving Krogan see no point to building a future. There will be no future. The Krogan live with an attitude of kill, pillage and be selfish, for tomorrow we die. To be honest, my Shepard would suit a Krogan mentality. Him and Rex are very similar. Ashley, what do you have to talk about?
Commander?
How are we doing?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
You mean the rachni, right? They were dangerous, Commander. They proved that 2,000 years ago. I think it was a mistake to let them go. But that
yeah, I
wasn't my
kind of
call
agree with
to make.
Ashley here. It was a
yours.
mistake, I think, on my behalf.
You know, you really should talk to T'Soni about her mom. She has to be hurting. Just saying, Commander.
I will. Can we talk?
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
Sure. I was just watching some mail from home.
Oh, before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis.
Oh my god.
Let's pretend this never happened.
Caden and Ashley? I mean, that ruins my Shepard's chance with Caden, I guess, if they become a thing.
Are you interested in the Lieutenant, Chief?
I think I'm a bit
Of
jealous.
course not, sir. Fraternization is against regulations. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Tell me about your family. I didn't mean to. Mind your protocol. Tell me about your family.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Dad?
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I met Chief. First thing he did was salute.
And Mum?
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
And sisters?
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
Home?
Where did you grow up?
All over. Same as you, I expect. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
Charming.
Next you'll tell me you all ran across green fields singing show tunes.
Don't knock show tunes. I might have to take exception. Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Tell me about it.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did. Mike.
This is gossip?
I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Vid mails?
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen Hellwire away.
So many names.
Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
Something changed? Boys will be boys? I don't know what to do with this. I can't remember what this response was to in the last question. Something changed, I guess?
Sounds like that situation didn't last.
Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
Police?
Why didn't you tell the police?
Yeah, Mike was a bit of a...
She said it wouldn't solve the real problem.
Not nice.
And she and Mike would both become household names. It was a small colony.
Glad I didn't go with the boys would be boys option now. That would have been a bit insensitive.
Let her do it her way. Mom was pretty pissed about that.
Self-defense?
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
What about you?
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand to hand.
Interesting. Dedicated of you. What happened with Mike? She must have hated that. She must have hated that being chaperoned, I guess, but... I mean, it was needed, but she must have hated
Sarah
it.
couldn't have been fond of you escorting her.
Embarrassed the hell out of her. But it was worth it in the end. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent.
Jesus.
Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
Well, shit, wow.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Interesting story. Where was your father? That was pointless. Do I? I mean, I guess it was an interesting story. I mean, it got me knowing Ashley a bit better. In the grand scheme of things, what's pretty pointless.
You were right about one thing. That wasn't interesting. And where was your father?
Oh god, I'm rude.
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen.
Okay, this is
cities of men and manners,
out of character, I guess.
Councils, governments.
What's this crap? Yeah, I'm not into poetry. Bored now.
Is the rest of your life story this dull?
Not everyone can bust up a slaver ring on their first tour.
I'm being such an arsehole.
Some of us just live ordinary lives. Dad passed on a few years back.
I'm very insensitive right now. Watching? From the afterlife? Yeah, sure he is. Does my shepherd believe in an afterlife? Probably not.
He's not a zombie.
You know, from heaven, wherever that is. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Interesting conversation. It's a bit like, yeah, I mean, my shepherd wouldn't believe in God necessarily. I don't think he's that type of person. Not my place to judge, of course not. I mean, as long as she's not a fanatic, then you do you, you know? That's my shepherd's philosophy, but are you a fanatic?
That depends on whether you have a problem with people who don't believe in God.
Commander, I'm not some kind of zealot. I believe in God. What everyone else believes is their business. I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
Fair enough.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
Good talk. I was a bit short with her then, but good talk. It made me like Ashley a bit more, despite my responses. I can tell she's just a regular human, basically. Garrus?
Commander, how are you?
I think I've asked him this.
Why did you want to be a C-Sec officer
But
in the
I'll
first
ask him
place?
again.
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
I've asked him
I
this.
need to go. So long, Garrus.
Oh. Goodbye, Commander.
Garrus doesn't really have much to say, unless I'm missing something. Tally's down here, isn't she, as well?
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
What's going on?
Why are you so cheerful?
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Theron's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
Is that why you're here? Like what? Don't worry, you will. Yeah, is that why you're here?
You'd better not jeopardize my mission for the sake of your pilgrimage.
I won't. You have my word on that. But I'm not going to just give up on my search. The fleet needs the resources we find on our
admirable
pilgrimages.
attitude.
Usually people bring back something like a derelict ship we can use for salvage. But I need something bigger. There's a lot expected of me.
Why?
What's so special about you?
It's my father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board. He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people.
Jesus.
Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
Your royalty?
So are you some kind of heir to the Quarian throne or something?
No, it doesn't work that way. My father's position isn't hereditary. I'll probably never serve on the Admiralty Board myself. Officially, I'm just the same as any other citizen, but it doesn't work that way in practice. People have always treated me differently because of who my father is.
Preferential treatment?
You must get all kinds of special privileges.
I probably had it easier than most growing up, but it's not all good. People like my father have enemies, and they're not above using me to get to him.
I had no idea. I don't have time for this. That's a lot of pressure. I had no idea.
Why didn't you tell me this before?
I guess I'm just tired of people judging me because of who my father is. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage, something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
We don't want that.
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Saren's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard.
Okay, we'll do it if we
First,
have the time then.
Then I'll worry about my own problems.
Have I asked all this? Father?
What was your father like?
It wasn't easy growing up as the daughter of one of the Admiralty. Even before he joined the board, he was a prominent figure. People looked to him for leadership. He had to set an example, and he expected the same of his daughter. Plus, he was pretty strict, a military man through and through. He never allowed me to settle for anything less than excellence. As a kid, I sometimes felt like he was pushing me too hard. But now I'm old enough to appreciate what he taught me. The world doesn't owe us anything. If we want something in life, we have to earn it.
What about your mother?
Where was your mother in all this?
Getting a lot of family
Mother was
topics
around, but
from
she
all of my
always seemed
companions.
to kind of blend into the background. Almost like she was overshadowed by my father. He tends to do that to people. She passed on about 5 years ago. Some airborne virus that swept through the fleet. Happens sometimes when the filters start to break down. I think my father took it pretty hard. After she was gone, he became even more focused on his work. I think that was his way of dealing with the grief.
Were you close to your dad?
Sounds like a tough upbringing. You don't resent your father at all?
Like I said, it wasn't easy. My father's not the kind of person you bond with, and he wasn't around all that much. Too busy. People counted on him, and he took his duties seriously. Even when he was around, he always seemed a bit distant, like his mind was always somewhere else. Come to think of it, I can't ever remember seeing him smile. Not once. It's like he was always weighed down by all that responsibility. I mean, I know he cares about me, but he never really showed it, not in the usual way. I guess the best thing I can say about my father is that I respect him.
Fair
I want to talk
assessment.
about something else.
Like what?
I think we're done with that.
I should go.
See you later.
Did we... I don't think we got a quest from that. No, I can talk to her again, hopefully get one from her. But there was a codex to read. Aliens, non-council races. Although the Conclave establishes civil law, much as any planet-based democracy, enforcement and trials are more unique. After the flight from the Geth, there were few constables to police the millions of civilians aboard the fleet, so the Navy parceled out Marine squads to maintain order and enforce the law. Today, Quarian Marines have involved training and tactics akin to civilian police, but remain adept at combat in the confined spaces of a starship and fully under the command of the military. Once taken into custody, the accused is brought before the ship's captain for judgment. While the ship's council may make recommendations, tradition holds that the captain has absolute authority in matters of discipline. Most are lenient, assigning additional or more odious maintenance tasks aboard the ship. Persistent recidivists are accidentally left on the next habitable world. This practice of abandoning criminals on other people's planets is a point of friction between the Quarians and the system that they pass through. Captains rarely have another choice. With space and resources at a premium, supporting a non-productive prison population is not an option. In the early years, many Quarian freighters were armed and used as irregular privateers. Civilian ships still show a strong preference for armament, making them unpopular targets for pirates. Though they have rebuilt their military, there are still mere hundreds of warships to protect tens of thousands of ships. The Quarian Navy follows strict routines of patrol and takes no chances. If the intent of an approaching ship can't be ascertained, they shoot to kill. Interesting. Religion. The ancient Quarians practiced ancestor worship. Even after abandoning faith for the secularism, Quarians continued to revere the wisdom of elders. As time passed and technology advanced, they inevitably turned their knowledge to preserving their personalities and memories of the elderly as computer virtual intelligences. These recordings became a repository of knowledge and wisdom, stored in a central databank and available through any extant connection. They hold no illusions that this was a form of immortality. Like all virtual intelligences, their electronically preserved ancestors were not truly sapient. This was considered a surmountable problem. Sapience could surely be reduced to simple mathematics. The Quarians began exhaustive research into creating artificial intelligence so they could learn to escape the bounds of mortality and give their ancestral records true awareness. Unfortunately, the life the Quarians created did not accept the same truths they did. The Geth destroyed the ancestor databanks when they took over. In the centuries since they evacuated their homeworld, most Quarians have returned to religion in various forms. Many believe that the rise of the Geth and the destruction of their ancestors were chastisement for arrogantly forsaking the old ways and venerating self-made idols. Others have a more philosophical outlook, believing that their race was indeed arrogant, but no supernatural agency lay behind the Geth revolt. Rather, the Quarians' actions wrought their own doom. Either way, every Quarian would agree that their own hubris cost them their homeworld. Interesting backstory. Right, I think we've talked to everyone down here. Back up to Liara and Caden. Geth just didn't have... Geth? Geth! Sorry, I was reading about the Geth. Garrus didn't have anything extra to say. Which is surprising. I thought he'd have some dialogue at least. Unless that bit I asked, I should have asked again and it was more. That makes any sense. I'm in the wrong bit. It's this bit. Caden, anything to say? I think your hand just went through your head then.
Anything you need, Commander?
Tactical appraisal, personal input?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Well, they know about the stonewalling you've had from the Council.
I see they shouldn't.
Those communications are classified, Lieutenant.
Yes, sir. But you know the Navy grapevine. They're on your side. They're pissed about the resistance we're getting, especially from our side. I'll have a better handle on all of it when my head stops hurting. Another L2 flare-up.
Don't make a habit of it. Can't you retrough it to L3s? You alright? You alright?
Anything I can do?
No, Commander, it'll settle down. It's rough sometimes, but they spike higher than a lot of L3s. Except for you, of course. Besides, I fared a lot better than some after Kinetics was through.
Tell me about it.
Got a story there, Olenko?
You know the records about the biotic training out on Jump Zero? They're all classified, because the Alliance made mistakes. After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
Why couldn't we do it alone? Experts? Yeah, experts.
The only experts would have to be aliens.
Dead on. Turians, actually. That's why Kinetics kept it a secret. They were afraid of what people back home would think, asking the Turians for help when we just fought a war with them.
Why not the Asari?
The Asari would have been more acceptable than the Turians.
Yes, but the company didn't go through the Citadel. It would have made Earth look weak, so they discreetly hired some Turian mercenaries.
Why couldn't we do it alone?
Is there some reason we couldn't learn it on our own?
They didn't know where to start. I mean, hell, it took a couple of years to even link biotics and Ezo. Forget trying to get the kids to move stuff. They had trouble just helping them not break their own limbs. And their choice of teachers didn't help much.
You had a bad teacher?
Get your knuckles rapped a few times, Lieutenant?
Yeah, you could say that. Our instructor was a Turian by the name of Commander Vernus. A real hard-ass. He basically had a free pass
Have
to
I
break
asked
us
this?
if it would turn out a decent biotic. Kind of spiraled from there, Commander.
They ever bust the guy, but did his training work? That's military discipline. No, did they ever bust the guy?
Did he ever face charges for that?
He got his, yeah. But like everything else at Jump Zero, it was under the table. The less said, the better. Anyway, this is ancient stuff. I walked it off a long time ago. I should get back to my duties, Commander. We're here to make history, not rehash it.
Fair enough, a tactical appraisal.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Killing Saren's, what was Benezia anyway? Second in command? Advisor? Anyway, it should set him back a bit. I'm sure Dr. Tassoni's hurting, though. Poor kid. Having to kill her own mom.
Rachni Queen?
Any opinion on the rachni?
Off the record? If we had the option, I'd as soon have left it to the Council. We weren't out here during the Rachni War. I'm not sure we have any business getting involved.
Yeah. I made a bad mistake there, I think. I mean, I don't care about the Council's opinion, but... yeah, goodbye.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Wish I would have
Commander?
killed them, to be honest. And, yeah. 1, 2, 3.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and nearly 5. I'm still more renegade, but needs to be solidly renegade. Biotics possesses extraordinary abilities, but they must live with minor inconveniences. The most obvious issue is getting adequate nutrition. Creating biotic mass effects take such a toll on metabolism that active biotics develop ravenous appetites. The standard Alliance combat ration for a soldier is 3,000 calories per day. Biotics are given 4,500, wow, as well as a canteen of potent energy drink for quick refreshment after hard combat. Another issue is electric charge. Electricity accumulated in Starship drive cores must be discharged, and so must the electricity in a biotic user. Biotics are prone to small static discharges when they touch metal. Unfortunately, human biotics also face suspicion and persecution, beginning with the popular misconception that they can read and control minds. Biotics symbolize the dehumanization of mankind to people philosophically or religiously opposed to gene modification and cybernetics. Militaries are the only organizations that always welcome biotics, offering them huge recruitment incentives. Yeah, it's a interesting topic on human abilities there. Right. Oh, my locker. I will take all. Thingy, what's the name? Liara. After all this, what do you have to say?
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
She did forget about her. I mean, I won't say forget about your mum, but she did.
In the end, maybe she's better off now.
Maybe. She was a good person once, before she was twisted by Sovereign's power. Better to remember her as she used to be.
Saren's fault. She's still with you. It's Saren's fault.
I blame Saren. And if I were you, I'd want revenge.
We have enough reason to stop Saren. I do not need to add revenge to the list.
It couldn't hurt.
Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
Okay. Sudden. Anything
Maybe we could
about
pick
you?
up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and making a fool
In
of
me?
myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
We're short-lived. What about now? That's insulting. I mean, I am rushed and high-strung, so I won't say that's insulting because it's kind of true. She coming on to me? I'm not sure if she's an option. If I'm gonna go for options, it would be Caden or maybe Tally. I'm not really... I don't know who, like I say, who's an option or not, but... Yeah, I'm not really into Liara like that, to be honest. But what about now? I'll just talk to you.
Has your opinion changed at all?
It has. I have been watching you and your crew. It has taught me a lot about your species. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
I mean, it's still insulting, yeah?
You're basically saying we bully other people to get our way.
That's very true, to be honest.
Unfortunately,
with
that
me.
is how most of the galaxy sees you. I understand why they think that way, though I don't necessarily agree with them. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
I'm trying, me, not my problem. It's not really my problem, to be honest. I just want to stop Saren. I'm not really bothered about... Well, I'm bothered about how they view humanity as a whole, but not our attitudes. Not really my problem.
I don't care what the rest of the galaxy thinks about us.
But you should. The Council made you a Spectre because of what they saw in you. You are special, Commander. You represent the best of what humanity can offer. I
don't know if I'd agree with that.
I looked into your history. I know what you did on Torfin. I cannot even imagine how horrible that must have been, but you did what had to be done.
You spied on me? I don't like this.
Now you're digging into my past? Invading my privacy?
I am sorry. I know it was wrong, but after our last conversation, I was too embarrassed to approach you directly. I was afraid I would say something
I'd rather be
stupid
approached
again.
directly than spied
I
on.
wanted to know more about you. To understand what made you into the man you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
I want to believe that. Me or the beacon unacceptable. Me or the beacon. I mean, I don't say unacceptable, because that's... I guess anyone would like a commander, but me or the beacon.
You're interested in me because of my visions. You just want to know more about the Protheans.
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard, but I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Chief Williams.
Me and Ashley? What? None of these options are... There's no relationship going on between me and Ashley. When did I accidentally activate Ashley as a romance option? I'm not... There's nothing going on with me and anyone. I'm not going to say you're an alien, because I don't really care that she's an alien. Ash isn't particularly special. I'm not doing anything casual with Ashley either. This is odd. Have I accidentally stumbled into something with Ashley that I've not realised? Or is it just assuming I've already chosen Ashley? Ash is special, it's not serious, that's private. I'll go with that's private because none of these options... There should be an option saying I'm not with her at all.
My relationships are none of your
business.
business.
Okay, question.
I apologize, Commander. I did not mean to pry. I thought there was a
Where's this come from?
between us. Obviously, I do not know as much about human relationships as I thought.
I'm attracted to you. I just want to be friends. Forget it, you were way off. This is really awkward. I mean, I'll be your friend. I mean, there's nothing against Liara, but she's just not really my type of character. I really want to romance in the game. I don't want to romance Ashley, and I don't really want to romance Liara, particularly. Or Garrus, if he's one I'm not too fond. He's alright, but I wouldn't see that. I like Rex. Is he an option? Tally, Caden, or Rex seem to be my three if there's options to go with any of them in the game. So it's definitely not Liara or Ashley, who she thinks I was with. I'm not attracted to you, Liara. Sorry. I either go with friends or you were way off. I'm gonna go with you were way off because this has come from nowhere. I didn't even help you. Your mother's dead, but this is very awkward. Yeah. Sorry, you were way off.
Obviously.
This is very embarrassing for me, Commander. Please, let's talk about something else.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
That was awkward. That was very, very awkward. Yeah. Bit of an odd one. I assume I've done her like loyalty quest with Benezia, so that's why it's triggered, but to think I'm with Ashley? Okay. Sorry, I have dumped Liara. Even though I wasn't with her in the first place. But yeah, I just don't fancy doing Liara's romance. I mean, she's alright, but she's just a bit... I don't know. I just don't fancy doing her romance with my Shepard. I don't think they'd gel very well. Anyway, enough of that. The pantheistic mainstream Asari religion is Siari, which translates roughly as all is one. The faithful agree on certain core truths. The universe is a consciousness. Every life within it is an aspect of the greater whole, and death is a merging of one's spiritual energy back into the greater universal consciousness. Sarists don't specifically believe in reincarnation. They believe that spiritual energy returns to the universal consciousness upon death, will eventually be used to fill new mortal vessels. Siari became popular after the Asari left their homeworld and discovered their ability to meld with nearly any form of life. This ability is seen as proof that all life is fundamentally similar. Siari priestesses see their role as promoting unity between the disparate shards of the universe's awareness. Before the rise of Siari pantheism, Asari religions were as diverse as their political opinions. The strongest survivor of those days is the monotheistic religion worshipping the goddess Athame. Like the Asari, the goddess cycle through the triple aspects of maiden, matron, and matriarch. That was a shambles of a read. After all of that and a lot of conversation, a bit of awkward conversation, I'm going to end this episode here. Next time, I think we will do a couple of side quests before going to Feros. I think that's the idea. But yeah, exciting episode. Got to know my companions a lot more. A little too well in Liara's eyes. But yeah, be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.